Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and today we're going to be going through a bit of a casual stream. We're going to be reviewing my thoughts on physical versus digital. So this weekend I participated in the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 drop. I did not get the Ultra on the drop. I got reverse clock gated, so essentially my timer went back 2 minutes, and yeah, it was a bit of an interesting one. I did raise my findings with the team, and then other people contributed, and I believe that they are looking into getting this resolved in time for Comic-Con, because it's fine that this happened in this drop, whatever. If it happens during Comic-Con, these kind of things, I think people will be probably a bit more frustrated. So I kind of visited a collectibles store this weekend and just did a little bit of exploring, so I'll share that with you guys. And but did just want to touch on an update with the price for today as well. So if we just go straight into Twitter firstly. Now you guys can see here that I visited a collectible store called Forbidden Planet, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But you can see there's the Joey Madureira Batman, the Todd McFarlane, we can see the Stephen Pugh Harley Quinn as well, and there's some really cool stuff in the store. And what was interesting, so this kind of got me thinking, is so some of the prices. If you have a look at the Harley Quinn, if we can kind of just pause it there, the price of that is about £95. So £95, if I was to put that in dollars, I think that's about $130. So the actual NFT version, I believe, goes for around about 6 to 6.5k, and that's kind of like the floor price. So just got me thinking, how is the NFT marked up significantly more than the physical? Like, I understand there's the branding, the licensing, but of course the physical has the exact same branding and licensing, so then you have to look at it purely from the I guess utility perspective. Is the value justified from the utility? And there's an argument that you could say yes, it is. You can actually never need to worry about the condition. It's very easy to sell, very liquid, whereas physicals, you have to set up these groups. There's like unique groups where you can sell through, and all the packaging and whatnot, and then the environmental factor. And then I believe there is quite a lot of speculation in the space though, where people are pricing in the potential utility that these collectibles could have. So I know Superman, for example, there has been quite a lot of speculation that it's going to receive utility with accessories, specifically like a different colored cape, a gold cape, and I believe that is currently priced into the collectible as well. And then we start talking about the metaverse as well, all of these things, and people's imagination just starts going crazy, and then that's kind of getting I believe that is also kind of getting priced in, that speculation. So that's a core difference between the NFTs and the physicals. Is the physicals, they won't, they just can't be extended in this way for all of this utility. And I had quite a lot of conversations around this, and here's another pretty cool one. So we've got the full color dad bod Batman, the Mike Mignola one, and then here's the black and white version. So pretty cool. I think this was about £50, so around about, how much is that in dollars? That comes out to around about I think it was about $70, something like that. But yeah, the Mike Mignola Batman, pretty cool one, dad bod Batman. And other people did have a look. I think I've got another pretty cool one here. So if I just go here, yeah, so some people are kind of sharing their physical collectibles, and this is something that I was talking about earlier, kind of near the start. Is a lot of people started buying the physical versions to match the collectible, the NFT collectibles. So I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, here is another picture that I took. So they had the Cactus Friends, Simone Legno ones, and here's the Stelina as well. The actual physical looks kind of a little bit more, I guess, plumper, rounder. But I believe the NFT versions are modeled after the miniature versions, because this one is not exactly miniature, it's about like hand sized. But I've seen Simone Legno, he had like these much smaller ones in one of his videos. And yeah, here's my NFT Stelina. So I think it's pretty cool when you can like have the physical and digital take pictures side by side. So The store that I went to is Forbidden Planet, and I just had a quick look into them because I originally used to go because I was reading a book series called Inheritance. So there was a book called Aragon that they've made a film about it, and the film was absolutely well. If you haven't read the books and you watch the film, it's okay. If you've read the books and you watch the film, you're like, this is absolutely terrible. But they do actually do quite a lot of stuff. So if we just have a quick look here, so they are what they brand themselves as, the world's largest and best known science fiction, fantasy, and cult entertainment retailer. But they're the UK's largest stockist in terms of collectibles and whatnot. And they do international shipping. So someone did ask about this. But I think this is pretty cool. It'll be really interesting to see them kind of do I guess maybe a potential collaboration with VeVe in the future. I think definitely, David, you should not already kind of arrange some kind of showcase they could do, because a lot of people within the kind of science fiction space, they've done collaboration with these guys. It's a really cool platform because they've got direct access to fans of these kind of things. So I used to go because they would do book signings from the authors. So I had all of my Inheritance books signed by the original author Christopher Paolini, which is pretty cool. So yeah, definitely a really cool one to check out if you're in the UK. I'm not sure where else their stores are located, but definitely they've got stores dotted all over the UK. London, they've got one in central London. So just one other thing that I want to touch on is the price of OMI for today. So we have actually started to move upwards a bit, and I think that might just be because we might be seeing that expectation that Comic-Con is going to drive the OMI burn, and then people are buying in. But at the same time, I believe there is also that kind of price suppression where people are selling OMI to buy gems. So I guess it depends which factor holds more weight. Could it be the speculation that we're going to burn a lot more OMI, there's going to be something cool that's Comic-Con related that's driving the price up, or the actual collectors themselves selling some of their OMI in order to buy gems to purchase more collectibles? So it seems like we have hit this point of resistance. We're just testing it here. So I believe that after Comic-Con, OMI is definitely going to move upwards, because by then people aren't going to be so cash strapped for gems. But for the short term, I believe we'll probably just bounce along this resistance line, which is pretty cool. If we zoom out, it's pretty insignificant, this movement. It is literally just trading sideways like we assumed it would, and I believe eventually we'll have a huge breakout just like we had here amongst the kind of Marvel news setting in. The initial Marvel news, we had this kind of pump here. So yeah, I'm pretty much looking forward to what's to come for the next few months. We've got Immutable X, we've got the MTL as well. All of these huge catalysts that should help pump up the OMI price. And obviously they said that a lot of these exchanges, they are pretty much lined up, everything's sorted. It's just once they go over to the new chain, then they're ready to launch on these new exchanges. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see what's going to happen, whether they launch all of the exchanges in 1 week or if they kind of like stagger out the rolling of them. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to go through to you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe to support the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.